India is a case in point where a lot of supply has come in, the inherent demand, and you would probably throw more light on that how the demand has been panning out. You have Odisha, which is coming for commissioning anytime in FY15. First of all, I wanted to understand what is the targeted date for the commissioning, the month, the quarter, if you could throw more light on that, and is there enough demand in the market to absorb that 3 million tons of capacity coming in?
Latter half of second half of next year is what we should be ready with. There are, and I think you must also understand that it's much easier to give a more focused date or a period for a brownfield expansion than a greenfield expansion. I think we would be looking at meaningful supply from an FY15-16. After commissioning, you build up stocks and you start doing that. And that's why we've said that later half of 14-15, later half of the second half of 14-15.
So Q4 FY15 is something.
Yeah. So I think that's the level. It's not that FY15-16 we are 3 million tons. It will not happen, So it will be a phased ramp up, as has happened in Jamshedpur when we implemented the 10 million tons. So it's a question of doing that, and I think from a market point of view, our confidence is pretty high. It's not a question. We don't dump steel, so we do enough homework to look at what is the marketing strategy which is prudent and which is a profitable marketing strategy. So our planning process is fairly robust. So I think that any critic will also give it to Tata Steel.
What I wanted to also understand, of course, it will be in a phased manner. 3 million ton is a huge capacity, but when would we see the entire 3 million ton commissioned? What is the target for that one?
So we would be better positioned sometime later half of this year to give that guidance or give that view, because we are just now in the execution phase, and we are also planning or working on the opening day requirements and so on. So I think you got to give us a little bit of time before we come to saying what is the exact phasing of volumes on this.
But Mr. Chatterjee wanted to understand 6 million ton is what you had set out to set up there. So is that second phase at this point very much there, or is it ruled out?
No, as far as the master layout or a strategy point of view, it's of course there. It's a question of how you phase it up, and I think the first 3 million ton has a lot of infrastructure and enablers to execute a faster and a speedier second phase. So we are building it in a manner where we can certainly expand very quickly to second phase. How we do it, what is the risk to the market, etc. We consider everything, the execution issues and so on, and the board will take a decision.
With all the big companies in India setting up more than 10 million tons of capacity, do you think there is enough demand for that kind of a capacity to come in?
I think India is structurally short on steel. There are moments where you can see that there are exports happening and so on, but given the underlying growth trajectory, even at a depressed level, I'm not talking about 8% GDP growth, I'm talking about 6% GDP growth, and I think if we continue on a secular basis at about that level, 6.5, you'll have a lot of requirement for steel, and therefore I don't think anybody doubts India's demand cycle.
70,000 crore rupees is the kind of debt levels that you closed the last quarter on. What is the kind of step or the planning when it comes to reducing the debt level?
We have spent about 12,000 crores in Odisha, largely out of internal generation. We would start drawing up for the balance. So if you look at the Odisha level, we will look at now drawing up some part of the project debt. But we always use it as a filler beyond our internal generation. So if we can fill it up with internal generation, we will certainly execute this project with more and more of internal generation. But some part of it, you can't build a steel plant as greenfield without any debt. But we built the 3 million ton expansion, which was about 16,000-17,000 crores when we went in for project execution, we went in for a project debt and a certainty of debt of about 11,000-12,000 crores. At the end of it, we only drew 4,000 crores, maybe 3,000 crores, and large part of it is internal generation. So when you tie up debt, you do it for certainty of execution so that you ensure that the funds are available. But our whole intent is essentially to take as little as possible, because we would certainly want to keep the debt equity in within shape. Second point is the question of repayment is concerned. It's an ongoing process. We repay debts which are of old maturity, and we take debt for newer capital investment. And I think as we move forward, that's the process we will follow. As far as the European debt is concerned, which is the acquisition debt, that has its own time frame. We will decide on what is more appropriate from the repayment perspective and refinancing perspective, and we'll move on that basis. We would certainly want to de-risk that. Maybe after this greenfield project is done, we will be using a lot more of combined internal capacity or internal generation to delever.
Your repayment is scheduled of close to $1 billion in the next financial year of FCCB. What are the plans for that? Are you raising some funds? You also had a bond issuance that was lined up last year, which has not materialized so far.
No, last year when we went in and raised about $300 million of Sing dollars of bonds.
You planned one more, yes.
And as far as the FCCB is concerned, we've got time to see whether what kind of capital that we have internally, and we will look at external capital if there is if it's to be redeemed.
Okay, so what I wanted to also understand is sale of some non-core assets and also divestment of some of your holdings in other group companies. All those have been talked about. Are they on the horizon for this fiscal year and the next, so that some cash infusion can be made?
If it happens, people will know.
And bond issuance that was lined up, is that something?
No, it was, you see, the bond issuance we kind of in a way completed last year when we wanted to do a Sing dollar bond, and at this point of time there is nothing.
Okay, but divestment is something that you could be looking at, say,
my same answer.
All right, but you've gone through a lot already in the European markets. You did manage to sell the tea side, and there were talks that you wouldn't mind selling some of the other assets if there are buyers. Where do we stand at this point?
So I think, it would be fair to say that the entire Tata Steel Group portfolio is something that the board of the company reviews at periods of time, and it takes a more strategic view of the portfolio, its performance, and what are the options and so on. And I think that is something which the board will continue to do. So we sold Teesside, we sold Riversdale. There are other smaller entities, like we brought in a strategic investor in Tata Refractories and so on. So we have not been, as a company, not been shy of doing these things if it makes sense and it creates value. So I do not know why there is a need to second guess the board's view on this.